Hello, welcome back to Gamership.
We're still playing.
Asagao Academy.
Yes.
I don't even know if we're even close to finishing, but I don't care because it's awesome.
Not quite. As the chill weather of early spring faded and warmth stretched across Asagao, I itched to go outside. With Satch's book in hand, I took to the streets. The thug streets. Since many people realized how rare this moment was, most of the usual benches and grassy spots were taken. Climb a tree. I kept walking until I came to the soccer field. There was a practice game being held, and PBG and his friend Jeff were running across the field.
I've never seen a soccer field.
Being a skirmish, the bleachers were almost completely empty. Students scattered the shiny metal seats, but there was more than enough room for me.
There's a lot of seats left.
A lot of bleachers out there.
So she's definitely good.
In one swift motion, practiced many times over my life, I sat down, spun my backpack into the space next to me, and pulled out my book.
I'm also very skilled at that. Because of college.
It feels like a skill that is cool to have, but also you doesn't everyone have that skill? Because you're like, yeah, that's great. And then you watch someone else do it, you're like, no, that's my skill. I can do that. I was nearly done with it, and I wanted to see if I could finish it today. It was due a few days ago, so I was under pressure.
She's under a lot of pressure.
Sounds
it's
like
way overdue.
You can relate to her.
What do you mean? I've not had an overdue book.
But with
Never had
I should
an
finish
overdue
this
book.
today.
Oh, yeah.
I should finish this book today. I whacked the thing out of my ear. Okay, at a pause in my reading, I looked up to watch PBG on the field. A shock of color at the base of bleachers caught my eye. It looked like some kind of metallic candy wrapper. A pang of annoyance struck me. There was a trash can nearby. Why litter? Yeah, jerks. But as I jumped down the steps of the bleacher and nearly slipped off one, it became clear it wasn't trash. The colors changed as the angle of the light did.
Magic.
It was an iridescent purple figurine. Itty bitty and a kitty.
Ah!
Was it Jirard's? He was the only person I knew who collected them.
No, I thought. Oh, I guess collected. I was like, my has some.
I held it up to the nearest student, who shook his head. I was free for a while. Jirard was really into the IBK scene, so if it wasn't his, he'd probably know who it belonged to. That's very true. One problem. I had no idea where his room was. Conveniently, at that moment, PBG ran off the field to get a drink. I approached him, holding the kitty in front of myself like a talisman.
Hey. Hey, PBG. Do you know Jirard's room number? I think he dropped this.
I held the kitty up again, and it glimmered in the sun, much like PBG just now. Aww, with all that physical activity. He's sweating.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jirard was just here. It has to be his. I asked him to bring me my goalie gloves. I wasn't ready to take Jones's place today. His room is right across from mine.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Hurry it up, PBG. I don't remember what his voice was.
I don't know either.
PBG groaned. It wasn't much of a break.
See ya.
Gotta go. Good luck. He took a huge gulp from his water bottle, then poured the rest on his head and jumped back into the game. His teammates patted him on the back as he rejoined them. I placed the IBK into my uniform's Lilliputian pocket and headed to Bluebell. That's a fancy type of pocket. I don't know what that kind of pocket that is.
I don't know either. I've never even heard of that type of pocket.
As I entered Bluebell House, a passing boy frowned at me. Was I even allowed to be here by myself?
No. Just kidding.
I shook my head. There was no time to be afraid.
Oh my gosh.
Today, I had a mission.
I forgot. Are we on on a weekend? No.
Yes, I think so.
Day 8? Is that Sunday?
I don't know.
I think so. Okay,
Probably.
keep going.
Just as PBG said, there was a door right across his room.
Oh my goodness.
Right across his room, right across from his room. I knocked and fished the IBK from my pocket.
Shane.
Shane answered the door, not at all pleased to see me. Of course not.
Horrible
'cause it's
Shane. Hi Shane. How are you?
He was Jirard's roommate? Why was he Jirard's roommate?
Because it's Shane.
I tried to laugh to diffuse the situation, but it was weak. I felt like I was only making things worse. I didn't know what went on in Shane's mind. I looked at the IBK in my hands. Jirard should be back in a few minutes.
Okay, I'll just wait in the common room. When he gets back, can you tell him to try and find me?
I could read downstairs. Even if it took Jirard an hour to get back, I could keep myself occupied. Shane sighed and leaned against the doorframe.
Oh my goodness.
I could tell him, but it would be much easier if he waited here.
Oh.
He put his hand out, gesturing me inside. Yay, he doesn't hate you.
Alright, thanks.
That's awkward. That's locked.
That is awkward.
I entered the room and stood smack in the middle of it. Shane plopped into the chair and must have been his desk. In front of what must have been his desk. I'm skipping words. I sat down in what I assumed to be Jirard's chair on the opposite side.
Ooh.
Shane swiveled around and started to click something on his laptop. Seeing as he wasn't much for small talk, I turned to observing the room. The room was well decorated, one could say. There were a lot of itty-bitty kitties, each arranged neatly with its brethren of similar design. Every empty space not filled with school-related objects was covered with the pads of cute little cat, or at least the sealed box of one. Of a cute little cat, or at least a sealed box of one. Even parts of Shane's shelves had IPK on them. I had to admit, it was kind of endearing. Something about the dedication required was sweet.
Hey! Did you collect do you collect itty-bitty kitties too?
Not really, they're Jirard's. I don't mind.
I see.
It's kind of niche. I'm surprised you're into them.
Oh no, I don't collect them. I just found this one on the side of the field. PBG said Jirard was there earlier, so I came to find out whether it was his.
My hastiness to disown the figurine did not go unnoticed by Shane, who made a face at me.
If it's not Jirard's, he'll probably know whose it is, right?
It's probably Jirard's. I smoothed my thumb over the plastic kitty absent-mindedly.
For some reason, I envisioned the itty-bitty kitties as like glass. I don't know why. It's okay.
That'd be kind of cute. Shane returned to whatever he was doing online. I conversed with the figure in my hand. Who's a pretty kitty? Who's a pretty kitty? You are. That's kind of awkward. Jirard came back about 2 minutes later.
Oh good, that was fast.
Hey, Shane.
Hey, Shane! And Hana? He held 2 copies in his hands. Suddenly he turned pink.
Huh.
And what are you two doing in here? Alone. Together.
Nothing. Just kidding.
We're not doing anything. Hana was looking for you.
Really?
Really? How can I help, Hana?
There was a higher pitch voice than that.
Really? How can I help, Hana?
There
It sounds
you go.
dumb when I do it like that, though. He gave a copy to Shane and offered me the other.
No, don't do that. That's for the other hidden
No,
block.
that's this one. This is the other one.
Oh, okay. I guess there's a difference.
It's not really. He gave a copy to Shane and offered
sorry.
one to me. Here, take mine. I would have gotten a new one, too, if I knew you were here.
Trying to go back.
That's good.
That's really nice of you, but no thanks. I just came to see if this was yours.
For what felt like the 10th time in the last hour, I displayed the itty-bitty kitty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes! Jirard almost dropped his copy as he leapt forward. Leaped forward? Leaped forward. I think leapt is the proper
I think left
term
is
there.
better, yeah.
I lost this today. Where'd you find it?
It was near the field. PBG told me you were there earlier, so I wanted to give it back to you.
I handed the figure to Jirard, who looked about ready to kiss it.
You're the best.
Thank you, Hana, thank you. You didn't have to do this, but you did. I don't know what I would have done without you.
It wasn't any trouble at all. It looked pretty rare.
They're special.
It's not as rare as you would think, but it's still very special to me. I'm so glad you were the one to find it. I shouldn't have been so careless.
Don't beat yourself up about it. What matters now is that you have it back.
Maybe zip up your pockets next time?
I promise.
You bet. I'll take a load of precautions to make sure this never happens again. Man, he is really, having some issues about losing that thing.
Yeah, no joke.
He placed it delicately on the shelf with the other kitties that had the same iridescent properties.
Why did he take it with him anyway?
He probably likes it a lot.
Probably.
Jirard looked at me while I viewed his hard-earned assemblage. There's lots of big words here.
Right.
Testing your reading skills.
Oh, duh, Jirard, you dummy. How rude of me not to at least introduce you to my collection. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
In this room, I have 247 itty-bitty kitties of every shape and size.
Wow.
This is the newest set. The Catastrophes. They're a band. They're really popular right now. I traded my rare extras for these the other day. The one you brought back to me is from a set of 4 that are called Opalescents. Currently, they're the only shinies. They're so pretty. My gaze fixated on them. I'm just missing the last Opalescent. It's a purple one. Princess Pumpernickel. I've tried everywhere, but no one has them in stock. But there's only 3 copies in the world, so it's not really surprising.
Yeah, no joke. 3 copies?
It's more surprising that I managed to get these ones. I have one of the most complete collections in the world. People think that the Kitties company gives me the newest figurines, but I earn all my IBK.
I can tell this took a lot of hard work. I'm amazed at how much effort you put into this.
It's a lot of figures.
Yeah.
How much money does he have?
Well, he's rich enough to go to this school.
That's true. I guess we can
But
just
still.
assume everyone here's rich.
Yeah, except for Hana.
Yep. He's
Oh.
right. He sighed heavily and sat down on his bed.
Complete.
Thanks, Hana. Completed. I just wish I could get that last figure. I could finish my collection and the Kitties would have all their friends together in one place. All 247 of them.
Oh my goodness. I wish
So
I could
many
help.
figures.
Just can't to find it. Just kidding.
Don't worry about it, Hana. This is my battle to fight. I nodded, then glanced at my watch.
See you later.
Oh, I should go. I really wanted to finish my book today, but if you ever need help, I'm here.
I stood up, then waved to the both of them.
Bye.
Bye, Hana. Thanks again.
Bye.
See ya. Thankfully, I managed to finish my book. It took more time than I expected, though, and by the time I got back to my room, it was dark outside. Bye, day. When I opened the door to my room, the lights were off. I flicked them on, and the huddled form of Mai hugging a stuffed purple bear appeared on her bed.
Hello.
I'm back. She's
Aw,
so
she looked
sad.
Mai glanced at me, then buried her face again in her bear. Was she sulking? It was unlike her to be so unenergetic.
Are you okay? That doesn't sound very okay.
Mai glanced at me again, her face a light shade of pink, like she was holding her breath.
You know, you can tell me anything. You've helped me out a lot, since it's the least I can do in return. Oh wait, you've helped me out a lot, so it's the least I can do in return, right? Besides, we're friends.
Yeah, Mai. Mai sighed and threw the bear on the floor, where it lay as if screaming in
Yeah.
agony.
Why would you throw your stuffed animal on the ground? Seriously.
So mean.
It's not fair. She sighed again. I know it's terrible to think like this, but even though I'm really happy for you getting to be friends with those guys, it's just not fair.
Those guys. The normal kids club?
It's just that I've been a fan of them for so long, and I've loved Jirard forever. And then here you come out of the blue with your pink hair, and just like that, you're friends.
With your pink hair, the friends. Oh!
Oh!
She snapped her fingers
I
in
knew
front
it
of her
was
face. That's
snapping.
exactly what you just did.
Exactly. Snapping was part of that, for sure. But here, I've been trying the whole time, and Jirard doesn't even know my name. I know I'm being stupid, and I feel bad, but I still... Bye.
Decision time.
Some friend you are. It's understandable. You suck.
So we
It's
have
understandable.
the comforting option. They're your friends too, but they're really not. You have the mean option of some friend you are. How dare you speak this way to me? And you have the honest option of it's understandable you feel that way because yeah, that kind of happened.
That's true. They're not really... I'd probably be, personally, say the first one. Because I just like to make sure everyone's okay. That's so funny.
But will that actually comfort her? I think she knows better.
That's true. Okay, I'll go with the middle one. Here we go. I didn't know what else to say. Yeah, well...
She scratched her head, avoiding my eyes.
Thanks for understanding, I guess. I'll try my best to get over it. Okay. Let me know if I can do anything, I guess. I guess? Just kidding. I will. Thanks, Hana. No, thanks for telling me. I'll stop being friends with them. I'm just kidding.
Maya leaned off her bed and picked up the bear, patting its head. Aw. She chuckled. We smiled at each other. Even though it was awkward, it seemed like everything was fine.
For now.
Maya really was a good friend.
Next day.
Despite our slight confrontation last night, Maya was as peppy as usual the next day. It didn't seem like there was no reason for me to worry. It seemed like there was no reason for me to worry. But that didn't mean I didn't. The bell rang and class started. Miss Shizuka wrote origami flowers on the board in an ornate script, then turned to glare at the class.
Origami flowers, I want to do those.
The flower festival is only a few days away. It's time to start folding flowers to sell for the school. We do this every year, guys. I don't want to hear any groans. You're free to write me an essay on the importance of these funds for the school if you'd rather not participate. A few students rolled their eyes, but I smiled. It sounded kind of fun, and I hadn't folded origami in years. I'm handing out practice sheets because I know how bad you guys are at origami. I'm only going to teach you once, so pay attention.
Oh my gosh, origami is hard, especially with 5th graders. I did origami frogs with 5th graders, and it took forever to make the frogs. And I pretty much had to do half the classes because they were like, I don't get it.
Were they the frogs that also jumped?
Yes, because you're trying to do math. Jump the frog and measure how far it goes.
Ah.
And then convert those measurements to something else.
That sounds cute.
They sucked at frogs, but that's okay.
Shizuka returned to the front of the class, picking an ornate green paper. As she instructed the class, I realized that these were the most basic version of origami flowers. I was already familiar with them. I folded my practice paper with ease while Shizuka roamed the room, helping students who struggled to follow along.
Happens a lot.
These creases are weak. Kindergartners could do better than this. Hell, my ex could do better than this.
Holy cow. What is wrong with you,
She
Miss
has issues.
Suzuki or Suzuka?
Sadness passed across Miss Shizuka's face. She turned to the boy next to her and slammed her hand on his desk. What'd you do to the audio?
Something horrible.
It's awesome. You need to be better. Be better, for everyone's sakes.
Holy crap.
It seemed like quite a few students were having trouble. I went to the front of the class to get some new paper, passing John on the way back to my seat. His paper caught my eye.
Was it cool or sucked? Oh, it sucked. You folded this the wrong way. Your flower's gonna be narrow if you keep going.
I'll be honest with you, Hana. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me. He kind of looked like he was about to cry.
Ah.
I knelt by his desk, unfolding and refolding his paper. This looks perfect. You're so good at origami. Do you have to make flowers at your old school too?
No, I used to do origami a lot when I was younger. I guess muscle memory just kicked in. I think so.
Really?
Really? What an odd skill to have.
Is it? No.
Please. John clasped a hand around my wrist. Stay with me. Help me. So dramatic.
Sure.
Stay with me and
If
help
you
me
need
out.
it.
Yeah.
Please. I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Hana. You're a goddess.
Goddess.
Yeah. You're a goddess. Yeah. I spent the entire rest of the class period slowly doling out lessons to John and PBG. I offered to help Shane, but he turned away from me, instead watching over John's shoulder.
Oh gosh.
I kept my movements large and exaggerated so he could see too. It was nice to feel useful. When class was over, I headed back to the dorms with Mai. We had a long night ahead of us, filled with homework and possible reward of chocolate ice cream should we finish on time. Chocolate ice cream.
I would just do homework for a while and I'd be like, oh, I earned ice cream, even though homework's not done.
But before I got far, someone called my name.
Hana!
It's Jeff!
Jeff!
Hana. I don't know what this guy's voice is. I did something for him.
I don't remember either. Oh, Jeff, is everything okay? I thought it was your turn to read, and I'm like, go, Cameron, go.
Hey, the Normal Boots Club has a meeting and PVG forgot to take a soccer uniform with him. Is he the British guy? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
He held up a blue and gold uniform.
Just make him British.
He won't have much time to change before practice if he doesn't have this. And I have to run down to the field. Can you take it for me?
Of course we can!
Mai grabbed the uniform from Jeff.
She's so excited.
Awesome, thanks! dashed toward the field. My turn to meet victory running through her face.
Finally, a chance to see Jirard in his element. Come on, Hana, we've got to hurry. She got really angry.
We approached the Normal Boots clubroom, hearts thumping nervously. At least, I assumed Mize was, judging from, by the way, she was fidgeting like a hummingbird on acid it was.
Oh my gosh.
We stepped up to the door and were about to knock when I heard my name on someone's lips. Hana.
Oh gosh.
I froze and turned to Mai.
Shane hates us all.
Her face was lit and she pressed a finger to her lips. She leaned in closer to the door and I followed suit.
Oh, he's not actually outside.
Dude, I think it's fine. What do you think she's gonna do to us? You need to calm down.
No.
You need to calm down. But it's so pink. No one has hair like that.
We still don't know why she has pink hair. At least I don't know.
People can't choose their hair color, Shane. That's a really poor reason to judge someone. I know, but I don't trust people with pink hair. You know there's more to it than just the color. Don't deny it. Weird things always happen around people with pink hair. Sure, but they're not dangerous. Aren't they? My heart sank. I stepped away from the door, unwilling to hear more. Oh, the dramatic music. I held up my hand and shook my head. Just when I thought I was beginning to win Shane over. Was this how he truly felt about me?
Yes. I'm heading back.
God, racism. Racism going on around here.
Yep.
Except not against Satch. Just people with pink hair, not black people. I stepped past her, walking as quickly as I could back to the dorms. Luckily, I didn't pass anyone on the way back. I didn't think I could manage small talk without bursting into tears after what happened. Kicked off my shoes and went to set my backpack down by my desk, passing the mirror. When she says kick off her shoes, I imagine them like flying up and landing on Mai's bunk.
Oh.
Like all
That'd
the
be
way up there.
extreme kicking off.
Hi-ya! Smash light! I paused as I did so, turning to the mirror, evaluating myself on a whole new level. So much grief. My hair caused me so much grief over the course of my life. Now, for some reason, Shane thought I was suspicious.
Is Hana's hair pink naturally?
Yep.
Oh. But she dyed it pink.
Nope. That's the problem.
Wow.
I smoothed my hair with my hands, the shortness of it catching me by surprise. It was softer when it was long. With a sigh, I turned away and collapsed onto my bed, hugging Mr. Bunny to my chest.
Should I dye my hair, Mr. Bunny?
I raised him up, staring into his glassy eyes.
Yeah, you're right.
I rolled onto my side, squeezing Mr. Bunny to my chest.
Satch said it himself. You don't choose your natural hair color.
Mr. Bunny was small against me, and I smiled at him. At least he still liked me. Shaking my head, I went to my desk. I had better things to do than mope. Work.
You're still studying, Hana?
I took my headphones out of my ears and turned to Mai. Our plans for that evening were postponed, and I silently thanked her for not pushing me to keep them. I was not in the mood anymore.
Yeah, it's only been a few hours. Oh, you haven't moved since I left the room last.
She climbed her bed and dangled her hands off the side. Blah, blah, blah.
At least take a break, okay?
Well,
I have been meaning to return the book I checked out.
It was overdue, and I had to do it at some point. I was going to do it today, but after what happened, it was the last thing I wanted. That didn't make it any less overdue, though.
Go do that. Meet me at dinner afterward. If you're going to spend the rest of your life studying, at least be nutritionalized.
I stretched, bending backwards to apologize to my back for the hours of aching over a desk, arching over a desk. I would have a hunchback by the end of my school career, I was sure. Why can I not read that sentence?
I don't know. You're right. I'll go. I'll see you at dinner.
It was pretty late when I got to the library. No one came at this time unless there was a term paper due. Since it was still relatively early in the year, the room was bare. Satch was working at the desk as I expected, but he was joined by PBG and Paul. Paul, the student president!
Okay, you can't just turn around and walk
As soon
back
as
out.
I saw them, I turned around trying to walk right back out, but...
Your pink hair is gonna throw them off.
Hey, Hana! Yep, they found you. Unfortunately, my hair also made me stick out like a sore thumb. I reluctantly joined them at the counter. What's up?
Not much. I'm just taking a study break to return the book I checked out.
I took the book out of my bag and handed it to Satch. That book. I can't help but notice you're reading The Princess Betrothed, not The Princess Bride. It's good, isn't it? I'm not dead yet.
I never would have read it without
That's Monty
Satch's
Python.
suggestion, yeah. So I have to thank him.
He nodded and put the book on the to-be-sorted shelf. No problem. I don't work in the library for nothing. I've got another suggestion for you if you need one.
No thanks. I want to get back to the dorms.
Aw, come on, it's almost dinner. Let him check out this great book for you. Then we can all go to the cafeteria together. Yes, bring her into social situations that she does not want.
Exactly. Well, alright.
That was the last thing I wanted to do, but I was really bad at showing people that I didn't want to talk. Follow me to the fiction section.
Epic quest.
We set off through the library on an epic quest for adventure and fortune. My mind raced trying to think of a good excuse so I didn't have to follow the cafeteria. Here it is, the Banana Club. Not the Breakfast Club, just the Club of Bananas. He pulled a bright yellow book off the shelves. The Banana Club was written across in bold font. Now, I know it sounds stupid. Looks kind of stupid too, honestly, but trust me, it's one of the most moving books I've ever read. The ending crushed me.
Oh my god.
He put a fist into his mouth and blinked rapidly. Don't cry now, Satch. I'm gonna stop before I spoil everything. He handed the book to me and I gazed blankly at the cover.
Thanks, Satch. Now I don't want to go to dinner.
And, Anna?
Huh?
Are you alright? You don't look very well. I wasn't, really, but of course there's no way I was going to tell Satch that I eavesdropped on their private conversation.
Yep. I am just feeling a little under the weather.
I conjured a fake cough. It sounded pathetic.
Yep. I think I'm gonna skip out on dinner too. I'm not feeling well enough.
Hey, she did skip out. Satch narrowed his eyes and nodded.
She doesn't believe her.
If you say so. Do you still want to read this book?
Yes, I do. Your suggestions haven't failed me so far.
In the one book.
Exactly.
Okay, let me check it out for you real quick, and you can get back and rest. When we got back, PBG and Paul were off on the other side of the room. Paul was waving a book vehemently at PBG. Satch stepped behind the counter and grabbed my book. Yoink. You know, if something is bothering you, or you're still getting used to the school, we're all here for you to talk to. Except that you're the problem. Well,
exactly. I know.
Transfers have it hardest around here, and everyone knows that. I nodded. He passed the book to me, and I put it in my backpack. Just don't be a stranger, alright?
I won't. Thanks, Satch. I'll see you tomorrow.
I waved goodbye to him and made my way back to the dorm. Somehow, Satch always knew when I was upset, and how to make me feel better. It helped that Paul and PBG weren't acting any different to me than normal, either.
Okay.
Maybe it really was just Shane that was with the problem. Whatever problem that was.
Hana!
Hana! Hana? Hana. Hana. Hana! I looked up. John was standing in front of my desk, eyes glittering.
Hey,
Yes?
Yeah. I need you to be in my play. Please, Hana.
what?
Eh? Eh?
Sonny?
What did you say? Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it. You just can't wait for me to die, can you?
John grabbed my shoulders. His arm shaking so much I felt like I was vibrating. Go to the next thing. The Drama Club! Our play this year. We're doing Romeo and Juliet!
Oh my gosh. She better be Juliet.
I've been thinking about it for so long. I couldn't have just anyone, and I wasn't finding someone to fit my particular needs, but then you came along. I've been watching you. I'm sure you can do it!
Holy crap.
Please, Hana, I need you. Only you.
Ah.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Did he want me to be Juliet? At least come see what I've been working on. Please, Hana. Please. You have to. Oh, Hana.
I'll come and see, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Hana, thank you so much. You're darling. John flung his arms around my neck, then just as quickly let go. I glanced away to hide my face. Sure, I was turning pink. You guys can't see, but I was being really weird to Kelly.
Oh, yes.
Just as I
He acted
assumed
out
John was
everything.
doing to Hana.
Oh.
Awesome! This will be great! Meet me after school in the theater. I've got everything prepared for you.
Ooh. Yeah, great. Just kidding, I want to
Well,
see the flavor.
now that that's settled, come on, Hana. Let's go to lunch!
Ah.
Lunch! SpongeBob, ready for lunch!
Ah.
He hustled out of the room with a bird-like grace. Caw! I stared after him. It was just like a whirlwind just left. He, honestly, reminded me a lot of Mai.
Hey.
You coming, Anna? He poked his head around the corner.
Oh my gosh. Why does that moving fast enough? Whew. Excuse me. Yeah. Sure.
He might have been spending too much time with that bird.
Shock.
Man, that test today was brutal. I totally bombed it.
Sucks for you. Just kidding.
I failed miserably. PBG held up his paper.
Oh,
Big red
gosh.
F at the top.
Oh, gross.
John winced and slowly raised his own failed
Oh
exam.
no.
The two laughed and high-fived. It's not a big deal. Just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass.
Oh my goodness.
We should end this episode, honestly. It's like 30-something
We
minutes
should.
in.
You could almost make this 2 episodes if you really wanted.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Doodle-doo.